So one of the #1 asked questions I get about the Summerboard is how long do the wheels last? Because we're power sliding, we're going from edge to edge, we are scraping away the wheels constantly as we are riding the Summerboard. So how long do they last? Now before I answer that question, for anyone that's new and doesn't know what a Summerboard is, this is the street snowboard. This is a skateboard that's electric with 6 wheels where you are primarily riding these center wheels right here and then teetering back and forth onto these other wheels, but it allows you to do really cool things like 360s. You can take it into the skate parks and rip it. It's the most rad contraption I've ever been on in the summer that literally feels like snowboarding. And once again, it's because of these 360-degree spinning wheels here in the bottom. Now, these wheels that I'm on, I have over 100 miles, believe it or not, on the Summerboard and on these wheels. That's why my Summerboard looks so thrashed and beat up. But since I got the Summerboard, I am literally still on the same exact wheel that I've gotten, and some of them are looking great. One of them is looking awful. Now, over time, you will have to replace these center wheels as well, but those are doing incredible. We don't have to worry about those today. The biggest concern for me is this back wheel right here. Your back heel side wheel is going to be the one that gets the most damage, the most wear, because the one that's getting the most brutal slide that's going down. And what happens with the Summerboard while you're riding them is eventually you get this like cone kind of like angle down. You can kind of see that right there. So this side's getting really thin, where this side is still kind of got some thickness to it. And that happens from just going on edge or stopping, and that, you know, you're tilting the board, which is then scraping away, you know, the wheel. It's stopping you, it's how you're turning and things like that. So the cool thing with the Summerboard is you can prolong the life of your wheels by crossing the wheels. So this is my most used part of my Summerboard, but this side over here is my least used part of my Summerboard. So if I take this wheel right here and put it here, and take this wheel and put it there, I've now prolonged the life of my wheels because this one was getting used the least amount and this one's getting used the most. Same thing here, this one's gonna be used more than this one, so I can cross them and get some more life out of them. The other thing you can do is flip them. And then by flipping them, once again, this side's super worn down right here, this side's not. So I flipped it and now I got more wheel to kind of start to wear down. I can get a little bit more life out of this wheel right here. Now, one way you know that you need to flip your wheels is you start getting this crazy honking when you're power sliding. It's like, here. I should have done this a while ago. I've kind of just been putting it off. So I definitely need to flip my wheels, but also because you can kind of see this like white line right here. This is a good indication of like when it's time to get new wheels, is by the time you get to that white line. So I have surpassed it on this side of the wheel on both of my heel sides currently. So what I'm going to do is this is gonna be my last flip before I get new wheels. So I'm going to flip my wheels and then I'm going to go on a Summerboard where you can get brand new wheels. You can even get light up wheels, which are really cool. I'm going to put my order of wheels in, and by the time they get here, I should have a couple more rides on these wheels, and then when I get the new wheels, I can put them on. Now, when you're riding more worn out wheels, you actually get more tilt in your Summerboard. Now, depending on your Summerboard level, what you like, how you like to feel, a brand new wheel is going to touch the ground quicker. So you're going to have like a quicker response, but it's also going to probably be a little softer, where a more worn down wheel, you're going to have more edge to get to because you have less wheel. So you can lean over a lot more back and forth when you have more worn down wheels. This kind of goes without being said, but if you want to flop the wheels around, you are going to need a tool, and Summerboard does sell the handy tool to change your wheels and to do other maintenance and things you need to do on Summerboard on their website. I'm going to have the Summerboard and all the tools and stuff obviously linked down below. And if you use code JB100, you will save $100 off the Summerboard. I am sponsored by them. This is a sponsored video, but this is also something I need to do, and hopefully it helps you guys understand how to get more life out of your Summerboard wheels. So once again, the pattern that we are going to go with, we're going to go an X. So this wheel will go here, this wheel will go there, this wheel will go here, this wheel go there, and we're spinning the wheels. I'm gonna take this wheel off, spin it, take this wheel off, spin it, putting the cone side in, leaving the fatter, more thick side, and this will be kind of more what your wheels should look like by the time you rotate them. Is you want this kind of like middle bevel, not too much. This is what you want your heel side back to look like when you swap them. Once again, I waited a little too long to swap my wheels, but so the fatter side is gonna go out, boom. Same thing here. So I know I said flip them, you actually don't need to flip them. Take them off, and they actually come out perfect. Now, something else you can do, and Cam mentioned this to me, is you can flop your binding. So if you got the traditional bindings on, you can flop them and just change the direction in which you want to ride the board, because the board can go either directions. So if you don't want to change the wheels, you can change your bindings. However, I think changing the wheels is way easier than changing the binding. So I would go the wheel route. But also another way to prolong the life of your wheels is to go out and learn how to ride the Summerboard switch, which is something I'm going to be doing very soon. So subscribe to the channel to watch me go out and try to relearn how to ride the Summerboard switch. And that way, you know, we're spinning, we're doing 360s, we can do 540s and then do some turn switch and then go back to regular. And it just opens up the door for a bunch of other really rad tricks to do on the Summerboard that I'm so excited to go after this summer. Now, when putting your wheels back together, make sure you get your O-ring, which is this tiny little ring that is on there. You want one next to the truck, one next to the wheel, and then you're gonna put the wheels on, or the bolts on. Now, you don't want to over tight them, but you also don't want them to be too loose where you got this like crazy play in the wheel. So what I like to do is tighten my wheel basically as tight as it's gonna get, and then once I kind of get that resistance, I then go like a half turn back, and then I know that that wheel is on securely and ready to go. And now I'm excited to have a thicker, less tilt wheel. It's going to be really soft when I go out next time on the Summerboard. And once again, I'm putting an order in for new wheels, which you guys should do if your wheels are looking like mine. And then I can't wait to make a video and see the different feeling, because it'll be the first time ever going back to a brand new set of wheels, which will be really exciting and probably feel pretty rad. So I hope this video helped you. This is just kind of more of an educational video, but we do go on insane trails. We do take this thing in the skate park and absolutely rip it. You know, the Summerboard is now my summer addiction. I really feel like if you're a snowboarder, this is the closest thing you can get to snowboarding, and it also helps keep your legs in shape for when you're going out and ripping in the summertime. That way when winter shows up, your legs aren't just going to be gassed. Or if you live in like Florida or Texas and you only go on a snowboard trip once a year, this will get you in shape, but also give you practice like snowboarding in those flatter states. So grab a Summerboard, JB100. And with all that, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much for shredding with me today. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you tomorrow with another video. It's daily on this channel. We do stuff like this daily.